Hi, OPC family. Welcome to your 50-minute chair workout this month. We are finding our balance.
Welcome to OnlinePilatesClasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the OnlinePilatesClasses.com app today.
So with finding your balance, we're doing that all the time, right? I mean, we do it when we walk. We have to figure that out as we, are babies. So we have to find it, right? But as we get older, we have to work on it because it goes down the drain, unfortunately, and we have to continue to work to keep our balance. So within our Pilates practice, there's lots of exercises that give you the chance to work on that. So we're going to work on it a lot today with our chair. So of course, it gives you lots of challenges to find that balance. So we're just going to play with it, see what happens, and maybe you'll have to pause and try an exercise again or try the other side again or whatever you need to do. Always an option. So today we're going to need the box and maybe a pole if you don't have a wall. So we're going to be standing on the chair. So I just want you to be as safe as you can. If you have the handles that go on the chair, you can also add those. And then also just remember, play with your spring settings. So it could be different on each chair and you want to find what spring setting works for you. There's no right or wrong to those. So just know that you can always adjust those. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are going to start with some standing work. So I just want you to stand. You can stand in front of your chair, wherever is comfortable for you, but just hip distance apart with those feet and just find that even balance through your feet, right? So big toe, pinky toe, and your heel. So kind of a triangle position here. So just feel what that feels like and then close your eyes and see how your body can even out the distribution of your weight in your feet. And then up into the hips and the shoulders. And just feel what you feel. Maybe you feel some swaying. Maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm super dizzy. Open your eyes if that happens. But from here, it's just a way for us to really ground into our body and into the balance that we can find within. And then open those eyes. So now from here, I want you to spread your toes and lay them down on the floor. So if you're on carpet or on a mat or something, you might have a little bit of more instability, but that's okay. It's just more challenge. So from here, I want you to just really reach into your center so everything squeezes towards center and in. And then we're going to think about lifting through the crown of the head, so nice and tall. And then from here, you're going to just roll to the balls of your feet, lift those heels just slightly. And then roll back down through your feet. So I do want you to feel a sway here, right? So you're rolling forward, leaning forward a little bit, and then back down to the heel. The reason for this is because I want you to feel where your center of gravity is, right? So if you can find more of that abdominal connection and more of that booty thas connection, it helps you to stabilize. So now try to do this just lifting up and not leaning forward, right? So we're lifting and pressing down. Still might have a little bit of a lean. It's all right. It's just part of the practice. Good. Let's do one more. Good. All right. So bring those hands behind your head. Go into your Pilates V position here. And then think about that you're up against a wall, right? So everything's nice and lined up because that's how, of course, all of our bodies should be, right? So from here, you're going to stay nice and tall through that center. So think about lifting up even when you bend your knees to bend and straighten. So always finding that length through the whole body. We're going to do about 5 or 6 of these. So wherever you are. Good. And heels are down here, but they're still hugging together. And let's do one more. Good. Now you're going to keep those heels together and we're going to lift the heels. So we just did this in parallel, but now we're in our Pilates V. So again, nice and long through your center. Hug those heels together. And you only want to go as high as you can keep those heels hugging, right? Because we could go all the way up and they just go, whee! So let's not do that. Let's hug towards center. Last one. Good. And then bring those arms down. So last little bit we're going to do, we're going to go back to parallel. Bring those arms into a genie arm position. And again, we're nice and long through our center. So you're going to lift one leg to flamingo. and press it back down and lift and back down. So you can see I've got a little bit of a lean to side. So we're just going to see how this works. We'll come back to this at the end and see if maybe we have less of a lean to each side, right? So really lifting up through center. It's even getting better just practicing this right now. One more on each side. Good. And then rest there. Okay, so our favorite is coming here. So I'm going to turn my chair. I'm just going to turn it to an angle. So we've got the 100 and the ab series here. So I want you to sit right at the edge of the side of your chair. So you're going to have the long part behind you. And then from here, we are going to roll ourselves down and lift the legs. So we start to curl that tailbone under, lift the legs, and come up into just a little balled up position. So feel where you're at on the chair. So I'm really long, so my shoulder blades are off. But if you're fun size, maybe it's a little different. And then from here, you can choose to do tabletop or long legs. Reach those arms out, keep that chest lifted, and start to pump those arms. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. So remember, this pump comes from that upper back connection. And squeeze those legs together. And continue your breath. Deepening that connection through your exhale. I'm just moving my legs wherever I feel like I need them right now. One more round of breath. Pull the knees in. If you're comfortable taking your head over the side, do that. If not, stay up in that curled up position because we're going right into our ab series. So here we go. One leg presses out. Pull that one leg in and switch. One more on each side. Pull the knees in. Again, rest your head if you need to. You can always bring your hands behind your head here, which I'm going to do today. Reach the legs out. Pull the legs in. Last one. And we go right into our scissors. Reach and pull. One side and the other. Did anybody notice that we're actually balancing on top of the chair? Both legs up to the ceiling, hands behind the head. Hold this head up and lower and lift the legs. Good, last one. And we go right into our crisscross twist, reaching that shoulder towards the opposite knee. One more on each side. And then behind your legs, grab those legs, roll yourself up. And I think we're warmed up. What do you guys think? I love it. All right, so we're going to go into footwork on the chair. I have one high spring on here. So whatever works for you guys, one high. I have 4 settings on my exo chair. So mine's the top one. Sometimes if you've only got 3 settings, again, it would be the top one. All right, so this is going to feel a little bit light. I like it because I have to find more control through my body. So press the pedal down, slide your sits bones forward, and come into your Pilates V position. So we're going to take the hands to the sides of the chair, and you're going to squeeze the chair so you get that length, and then you pull those heels up, press them back down. I have super long legs, so it doesn't look like I'm going very far. But let me tell you, there's a lot of pull there. So up through center. We're doing approximately 10 of each position here. Last one. Good. And then come to your arches. All right, so we're still at those sits bones at the edge of the chair. Squeeze those legs together and bring those hands behind your head. So head into hands, hands into head, and lift and press. So lots of work Trying to stay tall. Even when you press the pedal, you're pressing into the pedal, but you're lifted through your body.